Hey guys, this is Jay here with Wisdom Watch Report. Today I'll be reviewing one of my favorite watches in my collection. This is the Seiko Sarb017, or just the Sarb017. This model is a Japan domestic only model Seiko, which means that you'll have to get one of these from a Japanese vendor if you were to want to order one. You'd have to get it mailed overseas. This is one of their automatic models, featuring the 6R15 movement. It's a slightly mid-range model. It's a bit above the new 4R36 or the run-of-the-mill 7S26 movement that you see in a lot of Seiko 5s and the Seiko Monster. This one is hand-winding and hackable. Overall, right away, first thing you notice really is this is a striking green sunburst dial. Don't really see any green dials anywhere I look. This is one of the first. And the gold hands and indices. This also features a bezel inside the face here. You can turn by manipulating the crown at 4 o'clock. It's an interior bezel. Don't really use that much, but I guess if you really wanted to, as you can see, it's got markings for your bearings. There's instructions online how to use that. I do not know how to get bearings using one of these, but you can. This is more of one of their explorer-themed watches for the outdoorsman. Moving on, this watch, when I got it, it comes standard on a Seiko leather band with a stainless steel buckle, as you can see behind here. Absolute crap. I immediately took this thing off. I mean, it was worse than some of the cheap Seikos I've seen. It looks like not like much. It's like cardboard. I was really surprised with that. Seiko is not really known for their leather bands, I guess. This is not like anything to write home about here. And it looks like plastic on the top. But, I didn't expect much anyway from the band. But anyway, got rid of that as soon as it came, put it on a crown and buckle leather, and from there I ended up getting the metal band for it, which in my opinion is one of the best looks. Once it gets colder out though, I'll usually change over to a brown leather band. But this one wears pretty small, comes in at about 38 millimeters. For myself, I have a kind of small wrist, so that works really well for me. Definitely fits the bill. It has really no bezel, very thin bezel what you have there, like a slight incline up. So, wears a little bit bigger than its size would indicate, but I don't mind that. It's still a small watch. If you do buy the bracelet, it's about $175 on its own. It's another thing you'll have to get from a Japanese vendor. It's not sold in America. But they are available from websites like Higuchi or from Seiya Japan. My particular watch came from Higuchi only because the exchange rate worked out well. There was no American US dollar price set, so I ended up paying quite a bit less than its normal price. Street price for these is about between $400, $450 right now. Same time last year, these were running about $500, but the yen, because of the fall in yen, seemed like a good time to get one and pick one up. I was talking about the movement before. This movement only really is seen on mid-level Seikos like the Alpinist series, which this is, or the Seiko Sumo. Some of the prospects designates on the back. This one you can see has the Alpinist logo etched in it and the 6R15B for the movement. It is hand-windable. You can hear that buzzing. And it also hacks, which is not something you really see too often except in the higher level Seikos, which this is kind of the intro into. Screw down crown, and as you can see in the front, 200 meters water resistance it translates to. But what really is to write home about that is just that dial color. Can't really get away from that. It really pulls you in. Does a good job being right between a dress watch and like a gentleman's sport watch. Really, really unique. There's really nothing else out there like this one right now. Has a signed crown, the Seiko S, Seems to be standard with a lot of the JDM models. Very deep etching, and just really nothing there. Blank, kind of vanilla crown for the bezel. The bracelet, if you decided to get one, like I said, it's $175 shipped from Japan. I was surprised. I have another Sarb, the Sarb017, which is a dress watch, kind of known as like the baby grand Seiko. That particular one came on a bracelet with pins and collars used for sizing. So when you hammer a pin out, it has a little sleeve or a collar you have to put in before. Some guys don't like these because it's kind of annoying, the size. Not really unless you get used to it, and then they're fine. But this one comes with split pins, which in my opinion is really cheap, not good to have, especially on a bracelet that costs more than most Seikos to begin with. Split pins are the cheapest of the cheap. That is like the dirt cheapest way to keep a bracelet held together. Not really good to have. The benefit is, though, that it's easy to size. You can punch these things out with a paper clip if you wanted to, and put it back together. Not really good in the long run, though. Not happy with that. Could have done a better job. Another thing is the micro adjustment holes. This one has 2. It is a very small clasp, same one as I have on the Sarb033, the other model, so I expected that, but some guys may, who are right in the middle, may not be too comfortable with that. And they have to be either too tight or too loose. For myself, I lucked out. I wear mine kind of loose anyway, so I did okay with that. As you can see, this one is an etched case back. Designates that this one is the Alpinist. Comes with solid end links. The Alpinist series, for those of you that don't know, like I said, they're a Japan domestic only. Typically going to be sportier styles, a little bit better made than your average Seiko, and they'll be anywhere from like $400 to $600. This one I got at a good deal though. But haven't seen too many videos on the net about this one yet, so I thought I'd make one, just a quick overview. It's been around for quite a while, as far as I know. So I've seen less and less of them, especially on any used sales. If you guys ever wanted to try one of these out, they don't pop up on the forums too often. But if you were interested, definitely pick one up now. The exchange rate is right. What is it? It's August 2013, so we'll see where the exchange rate goes from there. But the rate these things are going, they may not actually be making this anymore. I had a scare a while ago where I thought it was discontinued. A couple sites that normally carried it ran out. But this here is the Seiko Sarb017 green emerald dial version, sapphire crystal, and gold indices. Thanks for watching.